My name is Willia Catha. I am from the Akimarta-Otham tribe, Gila River. Cornelia was my granddaughter. I raised her since she was 7 years old. Cornelia was very feisty, adventurous. She can talk all her siblings into doing something. Cornelia struggled with addiction since her late teens. Basically started with marijuana and went on to stronger. When she graduated from high school, she was already into meth by then. When I couldn't handle her anymore, I would repeatedly tell her, go get help. She was about 28. Someone told her about this house, or this place where she was at last. They came and picked her up with a van. He said it was a native guy that picked her up, took her over there. By that time, we had started talking again, and I asked her, well, how are you doing at this place? And then she says, well, I've been trying to stay off. I said, so what about your urges? What do you do? And she said that one of the staff members there, they would go and smoke. They had their hiding places, she called. And I would ask her all these questions about how the place was run. And I asked her, do they do drug testing on you? She says, no. Well, how do they know that you're not smoking in there? Oh, they wouldn't know. Somebody was supplying. This place was like a hotel which housed 300 people. They're only mandatory for one day to go to a class, and that the rest of the time they did nothing. They said they can come and go if they please. This lady that I met was her friend. She was telling me that no, they don't do their job. They'll do a walkthrough, but they never knock on the doors. After talking with Cornelia, I asked her if they did the drug testing. She said no. Do you have a counselor there? And she said no. Not even, who do you talk to when you need to talk to somebody? And she said, well, when I first got there, this lady that talked with her was supposed to be an intake worker. She said that she was supposed to be her counselor. Right after that lady disappeared. Wasn't anywhere in sight until the day we went over there to pick up her stuff. Then there she was. And she was, oh, I've been seeing her. And she was gone at that time. She wasn't seeing her. And being only that there was just one class out of the whole week, they only went to that one and nothing else. Yeah, I don't think there was any structure as far as getting rehabilitated. They were just there, like a place to stay. And when I asked her about that, she said, oh, all they needed was my access number. Then I had to get on food stamps because I had to buy my own food. So she was pretty much trying to just do it herself. I felt, cause I did ask, do you feel okay being there? She said, you know, I'm okay. She says, being there, I thought she was safe until she started talking about the hiding places, the staff not, not enough classes. And I did not know anything about how these rehabilitation people, I didn't know that what they were doing was getting their access and using it until after the fact. This is where she was taken to Elite Innovative Health Services. The doctor's named the Chief Executive Officer also, William J. Richardson. And when we questioned this man, he says she checked herself out, went to town, supposedly to town, and then she was gonna, from there they didn't see her. So he says. And they have cameras in there. And I asked him, I said, well, what's all those cameras for? She comes and goes as she pleases. And then he says the day that she did not come back, we thought that maybe she jumped on the bus and went home. Did they call to ask about her? No. Her friend that was housed over there told the staff members, you need to check on her because I know she's in there because she was just in my room last night. We had dinner together. And when she came to her room, she was tipsy. And the guy that ran this place said, well, we don't check on her because she was a volunteer. Her friend over there kept on telling the staff, check on her, which they never did. They were supposed to check on them 3 times a day. And they never checked on her. She had been gone for 4 to 5 days before they even checked on her. I guess they finally, well, okay, we're gonna go check on her in there. Or maybe the smell came out. And she said, when that happened, she said, oh no. And she looked up all her relatives. And she just came on to the first one, which was my niece. In turn, she called her sister over here. Her sister called my daughter, Shauna, and told her, you need to call over there. Something's going on. And they just found her. But she came running to my room and she was crying so hard. She said, she couldn't even get words out. She just handed me the phone and I said, may I ask who this is? It was the detective. They had already called them and they were going to remove her and take her to the coroner. And I'm like, what do you mean move her? Why didn't they tell us? And I told that guy, look, I'm jumping in my car right now and I'm going straight over there. We're going over there. Doesn't somebody have to identify her before you take her? I'm sorry, but you can't see her. What do you mean I can't see her? Your daughter's been really decomposed. And He says, yes, I'm sorry to tell you, but she's been here for like at least 4 to 5 days. And there was nothing we could do.
Thank you.
Cornelia's death certificate says that they found fentanyl in her system. And I said, well, where did she get the fentanyl? And this lady, her friend in there, said that lady across the way, she sells from there. There was somebody in this place that was selling fentanyl in there. I think it could have been prevented if they had just listened to her friend and checked on her. Because her friend knew that she was there, but they didn't listen to her. They didn't try to force their way in there. It just wasn't right. I feel that Access just, they do have a role in this because they were not checking these places out to make sure that they're run right and to make sure that all these people are there for rehabilitation instead of just housing them. But they seem to target the natives most of the time. I feel that Access should be more aware of all these places, who runs the right place, check into them, get to know these places, and not just send them there because they're there. Justice for me would be better understanding of our needs. Make sure that what happened to my granddaughter don't happen to anybody else. My name's Willia Catha. I'm the Akimaratam tribe on the Hill River Reservation, and this is my story.